mind if I join you? You're the world-famous detective, Hercule Poirot. Avenger of the innocent. Is that what they call you in the papers?
And you are innocent?
You're fun.
The 1934 Agatha Christie novel Murder on the Orient Express is the very definition of a classic. It's been adapted for both the big and the small screen in the past, and there's even a video game based on it. Now there's a new movie, and it's directed by Kenneth Branagh, who also plays the lead, mustachioed Belgian super detective Hercule Poirot.
I spent months and months and months before all of that amazing cast arrived, really concentrating on Poirot, day by day, quite methodically, trying to learn French, trying to find the Belgian accent, trying to work out how the moustache would play into that, and sort of putting things together so that by the time the cast arrived, I was ready. And, you know, doing as I walked the dog, I would do the accent, I would do the lines, I would do the scene. I sort of did it everywhere, a sort of immersion technique, so that I arrived at a point where hopefully it was effortless.
A passenger has died. He was murdered. The murderer is on the train with us now. And every one of you is a suspect. So, let us catch a killer.
Murder on the Orient Express is a classic whodunit, with Poirot questioning a string of suspects, all played by famous actors. Movies like this don't often get made anymore. So to keep up with the massive visual spectacles audiences are used to these days, Branagh opted for a very impressive opening sequence.
When we first go to Istanbul station and see the train, I wanted to come up with a shot, one big long Steadicam shot that sort of addressed the splendor of the golden age of travel, people dressing up, the excitement of the train about to depart, our wonderful cast, put them in it so that you see Johnny Depp at the beginning of the shot, and then 3 minutes later he's still there, and we've seen everybody else. And then of course Poirot himself just moving constantly, leaning forward with this great moustache leading the way. That shot sort of sums up, because I think it's very cinematic, our approach, which was to bring people right in and let them feel the excitement.
And action.
Ah, Mr. Benham. For you, we have the picnic.
Well, you made my roommates have a cramped quarters. I see. You choose the best location to extract the truth from each suspect. Put her off balance, put me at ease. Clever.
Please write your full name and address.
Just like the novel, the film is set in the 1930s. Not only did they have way cooler trains than we do now, everything just looked a lot classier. And this certainly evoked a feeling of nostalgia from the cast.
Definitely like how the time was then, and how people, everything wasn't fast, you know. People had breath and time to do things, travel on a train, send the letters. So it takes time, you know, and you have time to think about life.
Conversations were different. People were not constantly looking at their phones because we didn't have phones. People were looking in the eye when they were speaking. People were writing letters.
People dressed as best they could for it. They dressed for the event of it, whether it was glamorously or to do with being robust in a journey. But they really understood the magic of being in a place like Istanbul and now going all the way, you know, Budapest, Vienna, Venice, Calais, London. I mean, it's a hell of a journey to take.
And you can join that journey too, as Murder on the Orient Express is out now.
The real killer is right here. One of you people.
We're surrounded by lies.
I'm sleeping here, where everyone can see me.
Like what you see? Subscribe to our channel for more exclusive clips.